Arsenal are crumbling. Arsenal Football Club are crumbling. Everyone saw it but Arsenal fans. In fact, some Arsenal fans actually did call it because the football was sustainable as long as he wins trophies. But when he stopped winning you games, people will start talking. Arsenal for the past few games now have been meaty. Really meaty. Like, the only reason they beat Sporting was because the goalkeeper was the man of the match. That should tell you what Arsenal have been since the final against Man City. It was way before the final, I would say, because when you watch Arsenal play, they have a very solid base. At the back, defensively very solid. When it's going forward, it's nothing. After Declan Rice, there's nothing going forward. So Arsenal are a team of centre-backs, two centre-backs, Declan Rice, Zubimendi, I'll give him the credit. I don't even rate the Timber guy, but all right, cool. Timber. Then anyone who comes off the left, quite enough, because they are four centre-backs, so they make it really solid. Declan Rice, what's it called? Zubimendi, that is it. Arsenal are nothing going forward. Eze is not good enough. I don't care what people say. If you take away Spurs from Eze this season, he's not good enough. Eze has been very meaty. Eze will have the ball. He does not play risky passes. He rarely plays risky passes. He holds on to the ball. He just stands on the ball. He doesn't take risk. He's not trying to intimidate defenders. He keeps it really safe. I think whenever you see him holding the ball, he's trying to hold up someone. Like, man, move the ball. Eze is really slow on the ball. He's not quick enough. At Crystal Palace, it works. Because counter-attack, everyone's running. You play a few quick passes, run into space, you get the ball. When you play for Arsenal, you attack defense. This is the same problem a player like Delap is having at Chelsea. When you play for Arsenal, you have to attack defense. You can't lean onto the ball, stand onto the ball. You need to take more risk. Eze does not take risk. And when he has the ball, he makes you want to ask for more. He makes you want to ask for more. The only thing he has done this season is Tottenham. Take away Tottenham from Eze, he has been a terrible signing for Arsenal. He came onto the pitch and he didn't add nothing to that team. Nothing. Gyökeres came in this season. We thought he was going to push them to that next level. He hasn't done it. He hasn't lived up to the hype. Yes, he scored just 3 penalties in the Prem, but still, he does not strike fear into the hearts of defenders. When you play against Gyökeres, you're not scared. Defenders are not scared of him. They sway him away easily. They're not scared of him. You know that fear a player like Osimhen puts into you as a defender, as an opposition fan? Gyökeres does not come with that rave. He does not come with that rage. He's not that guy. I'm not going to blame him. When you come to Portuguese League to Prem, you need to adapt. But unfortunately, the time is not here. There's no time for you to adapt and do all of that stuff. So I'd say Gyökeres this season has been meaty as well. Arsenal have built their season on the basis of solid defensive base, and they've run with that for quite a while. And they ran with that till November. And when they started falling down, they started managing their way to victories. Managing their way, 1-0, 2-0, the odd goal. And now it's telling on them at the key part of the season. I'm not even going to jump into that injury stuff. Saka is not even good enough. This season when he has played, what has he done? So I say this season Arsenal have been very terrible. I know people are going to go large on Mikel Arteta, but you need to understand Arsenal are top of the league. They still need to lose one more game before they can say, all right, cool, we will lose the league. So right now, there's pressure. They have invited this pressure onto themselves. They need to win every game and hope Man City lose some of the games or drop points along the way between now and the end of the season. But there's problem somewhere. And that problem is the fact that Man City do have to play one game a week. Except on the FA Cup weeks, they have to play one game a week between now and the end of the season. While Arsenal have Champions League to think about and they have the league to think about. So I think Arsenal are in trouble. If they turn around and win the Champions League, it could save the season. But if they lose the league, Mikel Arteta would have to go. He would have to go. You can't be second 4 times in a row. You can't keep bottling it. This will be the greatest bottle job of all time. Arsenal were a favourite for the league before a ball was kicked. When the ball was kicked, they was favourite from week 1 till now. If they drop off that top table, it is going to be crazy. And next week at Etihad, look, Man City are going to beat Chelsea. I believe that. I think Man City will win the game against Chelsea. I hope not, but I think they would win. With the game today, Arsenal were not doing anything to threaten Bournemouth. Everything they did was in front of the defence. In fact, the closer they came to a goal, from open play was Gabriel, the center defender, attacking the Bournemouth half. I think 88 or 89 minutes in the game. That's the closest they came to scoring a goal today from open play. They were mediocre today. They were rubbish today. Arsenal were horrible today. This was a poor performance. They should be ashamed of themselves. I don't know how they're going to come off this, but I think if they bottle this league, if Arsenal do not win this league, the whole world will come clowning on them. Arteta will have to go. A lot of players will have to go, and that will take significant hits on the project because I think what Arsenal have now is the last lap. The players they have now are players who are going through a last lap. If they bottle the league, at least 7 or 8 players would have to go. Bruh, I feel bad for Arsenal fans because when you look at the attack, there's nothing on there. There's no number 7, there's no number 11, there's no number 10. I can't be too harsh on Gyökeres, but he's not good enough. You would do better having a Chris Wood in front for the Arsenal team than Gyökeres, I'll tell you. Chris Wood will fight. He will put pressure on the defense. Gyökeres is easy to fight against. He's easy to beat. And when he plays against decent defenders, they have a field day with him. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Do you think Arsenal are good enough to win this league? Do you think Man City are going to beat Chelsea, beat Arsenal, and run around and win the league? Because if Pep wins every single game between now and the end of the season, I know he will want to back out at the high and he will leave Man City. Remember, despite the loss today, Arsenal still have control of the league. All they need to do, make sure you don't lose at the Etihad. Make sure you don't lose at whatever they do. Go there and get a point. Do not lose at the Etihad. If you lose at the Etihad, it will be trouble. Man City will smell blood. And if they beat Chelsea, they go 6 points behind. If they beat Arsenal, they go 3 points behind. And if they win the game in hand, they go level on point against Arsenal. Let me know, do you think Arsenal can win the league? Or are you thinking what I'm thinking? Will Chelsea pull up an upset and beat Man City tomorrow? See you in the next video. Peace.